Shalom, Akim. My name's Call Y'all. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and our elders and our apostles who rule Great Millstone well. And shalom to all you Akim pushing this truth throughout the whole earth. May you brothers endure until the end. Shalom. I'm going to bring out some script about... I'm going to just start. Okay? And you'll get the point as I go through. We're going to start with... Isaiah 17:1. The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. Okay, if you people don't know where Damascus is actually Syria. Okay. The destruction of Damascus. Okay? I'm going to show you these images because we're all about prophecy. We're the watchmen. We're supposed to be watching for the signs of the coming of Yahweh Shai. Right? So there's a lot of evidence that Damascus is being destroyed. All right? Let's see. And a ruinous heap is actually like this here, where literally it's just dust. All right? Because it was actually a functioning city right before all this that happened there. But Isaiah 17:1. The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, meaning it's not a city no more. It's not a functioning city. And it shall be a ruinous heap, like a pile of just trash, junk, just like this. Just like you see there. That's a ruinous heap. See how it looks like a pile next to those people? You can see right there, it says Damascus on each one of these images. All right? So let's go to, so that's a prophecy that's been fulfilled. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 49. And we'll start with 9. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. And that's actually evident because while this war over there in Syria is going, has the truth come out where Russia and other countries, even Philippines president, admitted that America is the I could say creator or founder of ISIS, and the funder, the one that keeps them up and able to fight, is from America. Okay, America is causing all this craziness in the world right now because of who he is. The Lord created him that way. But when it says, I have uncovered his secret places, is because right now, a lot of this truth is coming out of America. Look at Hillary's emails coming out. All these people, these whistleblowers are coming out, and they're blowing the whistle on the secrets of Esau. And so that's another prophecy that's coming out. And he shall not be able to hide himself, meaning he ain't going to be able to cover his lies no more. That's why do you think they got that, they said that on Facebook there's a lot of fake news coming out? It's because Esau's news, there's coming out so much of it, he can't hide it no more. And soon, you ain't going to be able to blind yourself from it either anymore. It says, let me see, Salakia. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy father's children I will preserve them alive. Let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? And those the cups is drinking of the abominations. Okay, that Babylon has, the whore of Babylon, which is America. And all these nations drank from it, including Syria. And he's saying, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Meaning you shouldn't be punished for this? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Bozrah shall become a desolation. Bozrah was actually the capital city of Edom. Pull that up. Let me make sure I'm telling you the truth. I pulled up all these informations on what Bozrah was, and so I could show you through prophecy. The end is here. Literally, I mean, it could happen any day. I mean, once that chip comes out, and honestly, they got the chip already being pushed, but soon it's going to be pushed so bad because America is going to go into turmoil. Let me show you the Bozrah. I believe I'm saying that right. Is the capital city of Edom. Okay? So, Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. That means forever. That means forever. Okay? Because once this place is turned into the lake of fire, it ain't ever going to come back. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to battle. And that's what's happening in Syria right now. Okay? A lot of countries are coming together, and they're actually talking about going to war with America. Russia, China, Korea, Japan. I mean, everybody's rising up. Another prophecy fulfilled. Because he's saying just to rouse them up to go to war. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Esau. Everybody hates Esau. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Although though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. I'm going to get that. Okay? Because who is that? That's America. All right? Let me get this Obadiah for us. Because that's what right here. Obadiah. We'll go with verse 2. Because I think it only has one chapter. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Okay? Let me save this page real quick for me. And let me get you an image real quick. Because that scripture right there is actually fulfilled in an image. He's building a nest in the stars. That's Earth. This is the moon. That's the eagle. Apollo. Okay? It's America. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Okay? So we got that proven, who Esau is. Alright? So then it says here, verse 17, Jeremiah 49:17. Also, Edom be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Yahushai. Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh, that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose, and that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Teman was another name for Esau. Let me get that for you. It was an Edomite clan. Teman. Okay? That he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry. The noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. The Red Sea, according to the maps, is right here on the corner of Africa. You remember Moses brought, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai brought Moses, led Moses and the children of Israel when they escaped Egypt. Okay? So the noise when Edom is destroyed, which is so-called America today, Esau. But there's multiple Esau's. Russia is another Edomite clan. Okay? Amaleks, they are the descendant of Esau, which are the Jewish today that are in Israel, the bastards in Israel. Okay, you got the Greeks. There's different tribes all over the world. Just like there's tribes of Israel, there's different groups of Esau's. Okay, Edomites, I should say. Okay, so the Lord's saying he's going to bring one Edomite against the other Edomite, one Edomite clan against Edomite, and they're going to fight. Russia. Okay, who's over there trying to protect Assad in Syria? In Syria, Russia. Who's trying to destroy Syria? America. Esau. That's Teman versus what was it? Bazra. So that's Esau versus Esau in Syria. Okay? Which is taking place today. That's another prophecy fulfilled. Okay? And it says that he's going to make us desolate. He's going to, not us, but where we live here in America, this is the America, which is that eagle. Okay? So the noise of those nukes are going to be so loud they'll hear them all the way to the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Bozrah. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman and her pangs. Okay? I want to show you an image to help you understand. Because like they say, images are worth 1,000 words. One, the American Edomites have become like women, right? And these are military men, all right? Homosexuals, okay? And then so it says here, pang means a sudden sharp pain or painful emotion, okay? Well, that's going to happen when these militaries advance on America and nuke this place. Okay, those mighty men that you see, those gay-loving mighty men of American military, they're gonna be weeping. All right, they're gonna be. It's gonna be painful for them. Let me give you an image. See how this woman's cleaving onto her stomach because she's going through menopause, or I think it's the period. They're going to be sick to their stomach when they see what happens to America. They're going to be balled up fetus style crying. They're going to literally be broken. They're going to wail in pain. Okay? Because like I just showed you, the military men, the mighty men, they're already like women. They are already like women. Okay? In Russia, they're going to come, them and according to the scriptures, you know, the world's going to hit us with nukes in America. They're going to hit America with 200 million nukes. Ballistic missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. And as we see, these prophecies are fulfilled. And more are coming and at a rapid speed. Because Damascus is already destroyed. And who destroyed that place? Esau. Esau did. Russia's bombing it, killing ISIS. Who's funding ISIS? America. Who's blowing up all those places over there? They say that they find missiles with the American, made in America, made in USA. You know? So, let's get back to the scriptures. Concerning Damascus, Hamath is founded, and Arpad, for they have heard evil tidings. They are faint-hearted. There is sorrow on the sea, it cannot be quiet. Arpad was a Hungarian king that invaded Damascus. Damascus is waxed feeble and turneth herself to flee, and fear hath seized on her. Anguish and sorrows have taken her as a woman in travail. How is the city of praise not left, the city of my joy? Therefore her young men shall fall in her streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts. And I will kindle a fire in the walls of Damascus, and it shall consume the palaces of Ben Hadad. And who was Ben-Hadad? He was the king of Damascus. He was the king of Syria. Let me give it for you where you can see it. Right here. Okay? He was the king of Syria. And it says that they're going to destroy the palaces. This is a history that happened, but history repeats itself. So guess what's probably going to happen next? Assad is probably either going to be assassinated or just removed, just like they did Saddam Hussein, just like they did Gaddafi, just like they did so-called to bin Laden. Okay, that's what's going to happen to Assad biblically. Okay, this ain't my personal interpretation. The history repeats itself. The scriptures say that Esau is going to destroy Syria, and when it destroys it, it's going to destroy the palaces, and it shall consume the palaces of Ben-Hadad. Ben-Hadad was a king of Syria, or Damascus, which is the capital of Syria. Okay, history repeats itself. Prophecy, people. Prophecy. You got to understand these scripts. Okay, Rome, Esau was Rome. Esau was Greece. Who else has the eagle? Russia. The Nazis used the Germans. Okay, it's always Esau that uses that eagle. It ain't nothing new today. Okay? History repeats itself. The same people, the same technology, it comes back. Okay? So then now let's go to Amos 1, chapter 1. Okay, so that's already 3 prophets we spoke out of. We used Isaiah, Jeremiah, Obadiah. Now we're going to use Amos, okay? Another prophet. And in the study Bible, they break down Amos, first chapter of Judgment of the Nations. This is a study King James Version. And if you see Judgment of the Nations, okay? I'm going to read to you the first judgment of the nation. Who's judged first? Amos 1, verse 3. Chapter 1, verse 3. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Damascus, which is Syria, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So he's saying for 3, but now you got 4 offenses. I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have threshed Galilee with threshing instruments of iron. I'm going to explain to you who they did that to. This is in 2 Kings. They fought against, I believe it's Uzziah, king of Judah, and Joram. And Joram was injured. Joram was actually a Gadite. Okay? See, they battled with Israel. Okay? And then also, see the tribe of Gad right there. So they have offended the Lord's people. This is why that destruction is coming upon them also. Because they have offended the Lord by offending his people, the children of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. Okay? Verse 4, Amos 1 verse 4. But I will send a fire into the house of Hazael, which shall devour the palaces of Ben-Hadad. Remember, it was just talking about that in Jeremiah. Ben-Hadad. Ben-Hadad was the king of Damascus, which today is Syria. Okay, we'll say Syria, where it's being warred at now. I will break also the bar of Damascus and cut off the inhabitant from the plain of Avon. And him that holdeth the scepter, who holds the scepter? The king, from the house of Edom. And the people of Syria shall go into captivity unto Kir, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh. Let me pull something up real quick for us. A strong city of Moab. Who just joined the battle? China. Okay? So another prophecy that's going and getting fulfilled. We're very close, people. That's why it's very, very important that you start to like one of the brothers in my camp, he had a dream and he said an angel told him, get the wrinkles out of your garment. It's time to get your wrinkles out of your garment. For our redemption, our Savior, Yahushua, is at the door. He is near. These are all prophecies that are being fulfilled in our present time. A lot of them already been fulfilled. And Damascus is the first of judgment on the nations. How do you catch a big fish? You use a little fish. Syria is that little fish. Who's that big fish that bit into the little fish, into that hook? Esau, who is America today. Edomites, Caucasians, so-called Caucasians. And I'm going to show you what will happen to the rest of the remaining Edomites according to the scriptures, all right? It's very exciting. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So he's going to take them with Moab, with China, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. Okay? Let me jump into 9. Verse 9. Same chapter, Amos 1, verse 9. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole city of to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. Okay, let's get that brotherly covenant. Isaiah 23. There it goes. Chapter 23, verse 1. The burden of Tyre, how ye ships of Tarshish, for it is laid waste, so that there is no house, no entering in. From the land of Shittim it is revealed to them. Be still, ye inhabitants of the isle, thou whom the merchants of Zidon that pass over the sea have replenished. Okay? I'm going to get you the exact one. Salakia. So what they did, Salakia brothers, I have a lot of notes written down and sometimes it gets mixed up. But I got it out here. It even shows the scripts of the brotherly covenant. And what it says is the ancient covenant was forgotten in Phoenicia's mercantile cupidity, and Tyre was tempted to sell Hebrew captives to Greeks and Idumeans, which are Edomites. Greeks were Edomites. So the Edom, there was Tyre, which is Syria. Let me pull the map out. Tyre would be right here, okay? On the map. Let me get you a map. You see that? Let me get it. Okay. Let me see. I have a better map. See Tartus? Okay. So let's get back to that. So it says, thus saith Yahweh, this is Amos 1 verse 9, thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom. They delivered Israel unto Esau. And Edomites, Caucasians, which is the name that they go under, so-called Caucasians. And remembered not the brotherly covenant, but I will send, and this is something, again, history repeats itself. They did that to us in ancient days, and they're still doing it today. Because these neighborhood stores, restaurants, where even you go to a job, it's not owned by a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. It's all these other heathens under Esau, under the Edomites. All right? So they're still taking advantage of us. They still have us in captivity. Literally, we are under every nation as captive today. We're slaves under every nation right now in this world. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Tyrus, again, goes back to Syria. The palaces. Who lives in the palaces? The king, Assad. So he's either going to get killed, assassinated, or they're going to do like they did Gaddafi and throw him to the wolves. Or they do him like Saddam. Act like they hang him or something. You know, something's going to happen to that man. And it's going to happen because every nation literally is gathering right there. All right? So check it out. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Who's his brother? Israel. And did cast off all pity. I mean, he didn't have no pity for Israelites, the children of Israel. And his anger did tear perpetually, meaning forever. And he kept his wrath forever. And see, these so-called Caucasians that we even function with in society, they still have that hatred for us. They still want to kill us. All right? They're trying to. Okay? And they are in certain ways. But actually, as we carry on, it's going to increase. Literally, Jacob's trouble comes with this destruction of this Syria. Literally, the destruction of Esau comes with the destruction of Syria. Okay, once Syria's in rubble, right, the king is going to get killed. Once the king is killed, you're going to have Esau's secret places exposed. The whole world is going to turn on America. With this is like a staircase. You know how like it's a stairs? You got a first step, the first step, then you step the second step, then you step the third step. We're on steps right now. Syria being destroyed is one of the stairs in the staircase. Okay. So because he did pursue, I would start from 11 top. Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon the Teman, which shall devour the places of Bozrah. Teman was a group of Edomites, which we already established earlier. The name Teman was the name of an Edomite clan. Okay? Bozrah is the capital of Edom, ancient Edom. Of ancient Edom. See, Africa ain't the motherland. Israel is. Because you got Ammon, the Japanese, Moab, the Chinese, Edom, the so-called Caucasian today. Israel and all the 12 tribes. This is where the Philistines would have came from. Palestinians. Syria. Where you got a lot of those Arabs. See? Because today, a lot of the people are mixed up. That's what the devil does. He's the devil. The word devil means deceiver. That's why in Egypt, you got a lot of Ishmaelites. Those aren't the original Egyptians. All right? So that's everywhere, though. Everybody's names and things have been changed, their locations. Excuse me. So it's hard to try to put these scriptures with those people. But literally, Bible prophecy is being fulfilled at such a high rate right now. Such a high rate. It actually becomes scary because the more you understand, just like the roll, when he ate it, it became sweet. Then it became bitter. Because you know, with the destruction of Syria comes the destruction of Esau. Okay? Which I just showed you the Apollo, which he shows that it's the eagle. They display themselves as the eagle. The eagle has landed. That's America. All right? Well, I'm going to bring out the Apocrypha. This is chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held the hill of Esau. Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So with the fall of Esau comes Israel. But with the fall of Syria comes the fall of Esau. And who just fell? Who's in turmoil right now? Syria. Let's go 13. Amos 1:13. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, who are the Japanese, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women with children at Gilead. And let me see if I got that on the map so I can show you. Right here. So they help kill Israelites. Gilead, which is in the territory of Israel. Ammon is right here. The Japanese, where they originated from. Right here. They're originally the children of Lot. So is Moab. Chinese and Ammon, Japanese. That's why they got the slanted eye, because that's a birth defect from the father Lot having sex with his 2 daughters after Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Okay? But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah. Let's see where Rabbah is. It says here, the chief city, so the capital of Ammon. Okay, so it's a city of Ammon. He's going to put a fire in them. But I will kindle a fire. Let me read this for you, just in case you can see that. Salakia. It says, Rabbah, this is from the Bible Studies Tools. Rabbath of the children of Ammon, the chief city of the Ammonites, among the eastern hills, some 20 miles east of the Jordan, on the southern of the 2 streams which united with Jabbok. Let's get that map. There it is. In fact, this has it. That's beautiful. Ammon. And then if you see the little dot there, the main city, Rabbah. So the Lord is going to destroy all these nations. Okay? But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the places thereof, with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest. Let's go and get that. It says a violent storm with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Moab, for 4. I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he burnt the bones of the king of Edom into lime. What's it talking about? What's it? Those intercontinental ballistic missiles, which start with the destruction of Syria, Damascus. That starts with the destruction of Syria. Then all the nations are going to turn on Esau. Esau, Edom, it's America, Babylon. They're going to blow this place out with intercontinental ballistic missile. Nuclear fire is going to burn this place of Esau's. We're that close. We're that close. And then after that, they're going to be put to judgment. And I'm going to show you that. Because you got to remember, Moab's going to get judged after Esau. But it says here, because he burnt the bones of the king of Edom into lime. But I will send a fire upon Moab, and it shall devour the places of Keroith. Let me see if that's on the map. For Moab. Let me see. Right there. City of Moab. A city of Moab called Keroith. Okay? So he's going to destroy all their major cities. Verse 2 of chapter 2 of Amos. Amos chapter 2 verse 2. But I will send a fire upon Moab. It shall devour the palaces, which is where the rulers live, the kings of Keroith. And Moab shall die with tumult. Tumult is a loud noise, with shouting and with the sound of the trumpet. Let's see what that is. Right here. Verse 41. This is Jeremiah 48:41. Keroith is taken, and the strongholds are surprised, and the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pangs, which we just established, when a woman is in her period cycle. Okay? And they get those pains. And there's a lot of these soldiers in a nation worldwide, they've absorbed that faggot spirit, Dealing with Esau, a lot of nations have took on homosexuality. And China is one of them. China is very known, Asia is very high with that homosexuality spirit, I go to the Philippines because my girl's out there, and everywhere you go, you see a freaking drag. And that ain't no different to China and all them either. Especially when they be killing off the girls. The boys outnumber each other out there. They can't stop the sex drive, so guess what they're going to do? They're going to turn to that homosexuality. But that has to do with the blood. When they have the period, they say they have pains and all that. And verse 42, and Moab shall be destroyed from being a people, because he had magnified himself against Yahweh. Okay, let's get back into Amos. Let me see. Okay, so then, and I will cut off, this is Amos chapter 2, verse 3, and I will cut off the judge from the midst thereof, and will slay all the princes thereof. With him, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have despised the law of Yahweh and have not kept his commandments, and their lies caused them to err, after the which their fathers have walked. But I will send fire upon Judah, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem. Judah represents the southern kingdom. Verse 6. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Israel, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they sold the righteous for silver, and the poor for a pair of shoes. The pant after the dust of the earth on the head of the poor, and turn aside the way of the meek. And a man and his father will go unto the same maid, to profane my holy name. And they lay themselves down upon clothes laid to pledge by every altar. They drink the wine of the condemned in the house of their God. So that's against Israel as northern kingdom also. Because remember, Jerusalem was in the first verse, 5th verse. But I will send a fire upon Judah, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem. Then the 6th verse. So he's talking about the whole nation of Israel. You know, we have become defiled. We sin willfully. Most Israelites who are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, they love pork. They love fucking other niggas' wives. You know, adultery. The women of Israel are whores. You know, we are defiled. So 2/3 of us are going to perish. 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to perish in this last days. Verse 9. Yet destroyed I the Amorite before them, whose height was like height of the cedars, and he was strong as the oaks. Yet I destroyed his fruit from above, and his roots from beneath. Also I brought you up from the land of Egypt, and led you 40 years through the wilderness to possess the land of the Amorite. And I raised up for your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith Yahweh? But ye gave Nazarites wine to drink, and that was part of their oath, not to drink wine or eat grapes, raisins, not to touch anything of that vine. But Israel is so wicked, they hate God. They go against God. They profane. That's what the word profane means, is outside the temple or to go against who's in the temple. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So they go against. You tell them don't eat bacon, they're like, they got to have bacon right when you tell them. Those are the same people that, I don't need to circumcise my kid. That's an old, feeble story. You know what I mean? Come on. Those are our people. I know in my own family I got people like that. You know? Or women. You hate the men of your race. You love that fucking Edomite, that Caucasian. You're going to be put to death in this too. But ye gave the Nazarites wine to drink, and commanded the prophets, saying, prophesy not. You tell us to shut up. To love that white man. To love that China man. To love that African. To love the Ishmaelite, the Arab man. And that's you. I just saw a video. You know, you can look up race wars in America, and they're already roused up. You know, a white woman, I saw it on one of the videos. She's at a college, and she spits on Jake, calling him a nigger. Guess who stood up to fight for that white girl? 2 black, so-called black Negroes stood up to fight the one Negro that got spitted on by the white woman calling him a nigger. That's how defiled our people are. And the Lord saying that. Behold, I am pressed under you, as a cart is pressed that is full of sheaves. Therefore, the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his force, neither shall the mighty deliver himself, neither shall he stand that handle the bow. The bow could be considered a gun. The fast, meaning you're not going to outrun judgment. The strong, you're not going to be able to protect yourself from falling. buildings. There's going to be earthquakes in America. There's going to be murder in America. There's going to be rape in America. That's Jacob's trouble. And the sign of its beginning is the destruction of Syria. Neither shall he stand that handleth the bow, and he that is swift of foot shall not deliver himself. Neither shall he that rideth the horse deliver himself. Meaning, you could have a Lamborghini. You ain't getting out this destruction. You ain't going to escape it. And he that is courageous among the mighty shall flee away naked in that day, saith Yahweh. Because when this time comes, those FEMA UN soldiers come in to get you, you're going out naked. They ain't going to wait for you to get dressed. They're going to drag you out in the snow. If it happens in the snow, they're going to drag you out fucking naked. You know, the earthquakes, all these different things are going to happen at such a rapid speed, you're going to be caught off guard. Because you're not even watching. You're not even looking for the prophecies. A lot of Jake don't even care. I'll keep going. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel. Who are the children of Israel? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. And were scattered throughout the whole world. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. And that's a cut to Christianity garbage. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Will a lion roar in the forest when he hath no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing? Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh not have done it? And who's that trumpet? Let me show you. And you know who it is? It's the prophets. And you people tell us to be quiet out there. You try to defend the white man. You try to defend all these other heathens. And I'm going to show you who the trumpet is. It's those prophets that you try to silence. This is 58:1, Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. And it says, this is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh shall not done it? Surely the king power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. Brothers, I just showed you that in the scripts, that is the start of the end is with the destruction of Syria. All right, so Esau falls, then Israel rises. But in the time of all that, 2/3 of Israel is going to be put to death by the sword, famine, pestilence, or by that fire from those missiles. I'm going to read this, though, for you real quick so you can hear it because my time's running out. In that day, this is Amos 9, verse 11. And in that day, I'll go 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Those are the 2/3. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of the David that is fallen, 144,000 elect, plus the 1/3, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will rebuild it, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, Russians, Jewish, the Greeks, Germans, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh that does this. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper and the tender of and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and the hills shall melt. Who's the plow driver? Us, Israel. We are the bottom of the barrel. The reaper is the Caucasian, Edomites. The treader of the grapes